Nanga, the guy I dated from 2011 until sometime after 2018, has lost his mind. I don't even know where he is now, but he went mad in 2019. I saw him again in 2021, and his condition was terrible. I felt so sorry for him. I tried to undo the curse, but it didn't work, and eventually, I gave up. All I want is to undo the curse, to set him free. He suffered enough. Is there anyone who can help? I was just 19 when he started dating me. I had just finished my secondary education. He was about 5 years older, but he claimed to love me and promised to help me further my education and marry me. I believed him. Not long after, he took my virginity, and within a month, I was pregnant. That was my first abortion. When I started my vocational training, he didn't help me like he said he would. My parents didn't even know I had a boyfriend, so I didn't care. In my second year, I started sneaking out of school to see him. I got pregnant 3 more times, and every time, I had to get rid of it. It became routine, even though it was painful. He ate most of my provisions, never gave me money, but always took mine. After I graduated from the vocational training college, he encouraged me to teach at a private school so I could save money to further studies. While I worked, he kept borrowing money, but he never paid me back. Eventually, I realized it was pointless, so I stopped giving him money. That made him angry, so I gave him a little from time to time. I even went on birth control because of him. He slept with me almost every day, even when I was on my period. Then he told me to delay my education so we could get married. He asked for my support, so I took on extra jobs, teaching, selling water on weekends. We made his room comfortable. Then I asked him to meet my parents, but he kept putting it off. Meanwhile, I kept finding him with other women or seeing suspicious messages on his phone. In 2017, he shut me out of his life. He dumped me, saying his parents didn't want him to marry from my tribe. I was devastated. I cried and even thought about ending it all, but somehow I managed to move on. Then, 5 months later, he came back, begging for another chance. He promised that his parents' decision wouldn't come between us. Foolishly, I believed him. I removed my birth control, got pregnant again, and again, I had to terminate it. I kept spending my money on him, hoping we'd get married. But in 2018, I went to visit him, and there was another woman there. He told her I was his ex, and that we were over. It turns out he had already proposed to her. She even showed me the list for their engagement and told me to leave her man alone. I was heartbroken. A few days later, he called me to make it clear that we were done and that he was getting married. I cried, asking myself what I had done wrong, but he never gave me an answer. Out of pain and anger, I went to see a witch doctor. The man gave me something to pour at Nanga's doorstep. Early one morning, I went to his house, poured the substance, and left. Afterward, I moved in with my brother and tried to forget about it. I didn't care if the curse worked or not, until I saw Nanga in 2021, mad. By then, I had moved on, but seeing him like that broke me. I cried. I wanted to forgive him. I went back to the witch doctor and he took some items, promising he would undo the curse. I thought Nanga had recovered, but when I saw him again recently, he was still mad. I live in the capital now, teaching in the government sector, but I had come to visit my brother. Seeing him like that was a shock. I tried to find the witch doctor, but I heard he went back to his hometown in 2022. Now I don't know what to do. I'm still single, with no husband or kids. Nanga ruined my life in so many ways, but I want to let it go completely. I just want to undo what I did and free him. If anyone can help me, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I just want to set him free.